What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video with your guy Entrepreneur Davis. And in today's video, I picked up this $1,000 Honda Pilot. It's a 2004 Honda Pilot. And what I'm going to be doing today is completely refurbishing this and bringing it back to life, giving it a second life. So stay tuned here as I do that. Let me show you guys what it needs done before we get into it. Alright guys, from back here it doesn't look all that bad, but it's when you start getting a little bit closer you can really start seeing the cosmetic defects already. As you can see, the hood is ashy. What really is going on is the clear coat is messing up and it needs to be rebuffed, and that's what needs to be done. And then it's peeling off on the front bumper here, so that needs to all be sanded down. And look how ashy this plastic looks. Super duper ashy on the front here, and it's not just looking good. Headlights need some restoration. Look at those things. They need a lot of help. This one actually is like halfway decent, halfway crusty. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. As you can see, as we go up to the roof, the same thing as the hood. Super ashy, super crusty, needs a lot of work. Needs to be buffed and shined and brought back to life. And but actually, for the most part, the car actually isn't all that bad. Like, the rims are good. The tire, it has newer tires on it with great tread, a lot of tread left. The guy I bought it from said he just actually recently purchased all new brand new tires for $800. And there's no real dings or dents. It's just the paint really is failing on this bad boy. But what this car is a 2004 Honda Pilot. It has 8 seats in it, 3 rows, and a couple other decent features that, you know, I wouldn't have thought they had that back then, but you know, they had it. But let's jump onto the inside. But as you can see on this interior, from the first glance, it does not look great. And I have a plan for the seat, that seat. This door, I might just be able to glue this back up there. It needs a full detail. It looks terrible down there. Look at all that. And it just looks gross. I mean, luckily, more recently, I threw some air fresheners in there because it smelled like an old house. I don't even know how to explain it. Like an old wooden house up north. Like, if you're from up north, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Those older houses just have that distinct smell to it, where you just know it's an older house, and you know it's just been around for a good while. But the back seat here, I have some of the supplies I'm going to be using, and you know, it just needs to be detailed. It really does. It needs to be detailed really badly. It does have a third row seating. Currently, right now, it runs really strong, really good. It does have some discrepancies that I do want to rectify with the running, but let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about exactly. Let me turn it on. Ugh. So these old cars, you really do got to wait a little bit before you start it. So I always like to wait, because I've had it for a couple of days, but it was raining every single day, so I couldn't really start on it. But it starts right up. Oh, what's that? So let's see here. Under this hood, we have a 3.5 liter V6 VTEC, one of the more reliable engines. This one's still kicking. It has 2,900 miles, and that's harder to say than it's supposed to be. But the engine runs really smooth, but you can hear a little bit of a ticking noise. I don't know if that's normal for if it needs to work. I'm gonna get into that and try to, you know, do all the maintenance on it and see what's going on with it. But it sounds kind of healthy to me. The belt may need to be replaced, because you hear that rubbing noise. So the belt, I think, needs to be replaced or something like that. I'll get into it. I'll look it up and see what's going on with it. But for the most part, the engine does run good. It had oil in it. It had transmission fluid in it. It shifts fine, and it's a good little car. You know, it's still running, and it sounds great. Another thing is the AC and heat does work on this car, and it blows cold. Not as cold as you would want it to, but you know, it blows cold enough, and the heat blows pretty hot. So I mean, if you're in a colder state, you can use the heat as well. But I do want to recharge the AC as well, because I think it needs a little bit more Freon. It gets cold, but it's not as cold as I would like it to be. I mean, I don't know if it's because this is an older car or if it's because it just needs to be recharged. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I mean, the car is pretty decent. It's not terrible. It just needs some TLC. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this thing back to life. And I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. Oh yeah, another key point that this car has, it has all-wheel drive. And let me show you this. It also has a 4 lock on it. So it's an all-wheel drive car with a 4 lock, which is pretty cool. And for $1,000, what more can you ask for? 200,000 miles, running, shifts fine. The fluids were in there. It's a 4-wheel drive car. I mean, yeah, it needs TLC, but what do you expect from a $1,000 car? You know what I'm saying? So it does have power locks and windows. This window does not go down currently right now. It needs some work. Only this one. All the rest of them do fine. Oh, this one's struggling too. Okay. So the window's jammed or something back there. Let me see if this back won't work. Yeah, the window's jammed or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Sometimes the old hit works. Oh, snap. Yeah, the old hit works sometimes. Okay, there we go. I had to hit it a few times. This door got stuck earlier. I had to hit it a few times. It just let me out the car. But, yeah, it's a car, you know? So what I plan to do with it and how I plan to fix it up is, like I said, I'm going to buff and shine this hood out, get this looking nice and shiny again. I'm going to repaint this grill part because the grill is just super ashy looking and it looks terrible. I'm going to redo these headlights, pretty much brush these out, buff and shine the roof as well as best I can and try to get up there as best I can. I'm going to fully detail the interior. I'm going to go ahead and, change all the fluids on it, the oil. I'm going to see if I can change the transmission fluid and everything like that. It's going to be kind of hard because I don't have the best service to work on. I'm working in sand, just like what my backyard is. And I'm just want to bring this thing back to life, truthfully. I really am. And I'm really excited to get into this. I think, what is it? I think this rotor, no, it's not this one. This one's a little bit groovy, but the other one over here needs to be changed. Now, I actually already have a rotor for this car. Yeah, this one's bad. This one's really bad. So this rotor right here needs to be changed. You can just see it's all groovy. So I'm gonna change that out. Probably change the brakes as well. Put new brake pads if it's needed. And just do a full service on this bad boy because it runs good. Runs good enough, at least for a 2004 car. So what I decided I wanted to do first is I want to go ahead and detail it first, the interior, because I have a car wash membership, and I'm just going to take it over there and start detailing it there. So that's where we're going to head over there right now. That's where we're going to start the video off at. When I start fixing this up, I'm just going to go ahead and detail, take all the carpets out, vacuum it really good, and then I'll come back here, shampoo the carpets, use my carpet cleaner and my sucker tool and clean the carpets out and get it real nice again. Yeah, look at that. That looks terrible. These carpets are absolutely horrible. Maybe I can get them all cleaned out. And they actually aren't that bad. It just looks like it needs to be vacuumed. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. What's going on? I mean, they aren't that bad. They got these weather mats on it. But look at that. It's gross. Yeah, look at that. Stains in the carpet and stuff. Spill stuff. You just smell it. Alright, as you guys can see, we just took through the car wash, and honestly, it doesn't even look all that much better. Maybe the rims and tires, maybe a little bit, but for the most part, it looks exactly the same. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and vacuum this bad boy out and get it detailed up. At least vacuum it here, then I'll do the rest of the detailing back at my house, but they have really good vacuums here. These things are really powerful. Don't suck up anything. Oh. Alright, that vacuum over there, obviously it fell apart, so we came over here. We're gonna vacuum right here. These are both good. All right, so First getting a detail, and here is still gross. I'm gonna have to like keep on dousing it and stuff, and then use the vacuum to vacuum it all out, because it's just not coming out how we thought it would. But for the most part, the carburetor is not terrible. Vacuum wise, I mean, it's terrible when it comes to stains. It looks horrible. The stains are really bad, but for the most part, all the debris is all coming out. We'll figure out the stains later once I get back home with the carburetor cleaner. But it's coming out, you know, it's working. All this dirt that was previously on the plastics, it's all coming off. It's looking a lot cleaner. Me and my wife are really working away at it. But yeah, I want to keep working at it. Alright, so me and my wife just got done pretty much cleaning this whole thing out. It feels so much better to be in this car. Before, it felt so grody and nasty. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but it's much better than what it was. It smells much better in here, it looks much better, and it just feels good to be in the car itself. So right now we're just driving back, and maybe I'll carpet clean it, but I'm not quite sure, because I don't know if that'll even help the car, because it's so stained that I don't know if it'll even make a big difference. But we'll probably bring it out anyways and just go ahead and hit it one time and see how well it does, and you know, if it really helps that much. And then we got to move on to the exterior and start getting that all cleaned up, buffed out, and you know, just make it look nice again. Pressure wash it, buff and shine it, clean the rims a little bit better, because the car wash did a pretty decent job of it. But when you get in more detail, you can get it better, a lot better. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, guys. So I decided, instead of carpet cleaning right now, I would much rather actually get this hood looking much better, because it's looking still ashy after them washing it, and I just want to make it look good, honestly. Like, interior looks good, I want the exterior to look just as good. All right, so this is it right here. Nothing really crazy. Got 3 clay bars, some iron remover, compound, and this is for the headlights. You refurbish the headlights, you know, they're not looking too good. And then obviously I got a professional 6-inch polisher. You know, this is just gonna make a world of a difference for me. I'm not gonna sit here and polish and try to rub it in with my hand. And I got it on sale, $18 off, which is actually pretty sweet, because it was already open. So I'm hoping that it's actually still in good shape, but if not, I'll just take it back and get another one. No big deal. But what I plan to do is put some iron on it, remove that. Then I have to go into using the clay bar, clay it all up, and then go ahead and put the compound and get that all compounded in there and buff it out. That's the plan. But before any of that, I do have to go ahead and sand and get some of these pieces off right here. So I got to spend time sanding this clear coat right off, so it could be all nice and flat and level, and probably sand a little bit up here and just get it nice and even. Right here, we just got done sanding it. It's a lot more smooth. There's no raised edges. That's the whole objective. I mean, we can do a little bit better on some parts of here, but for the most part, you know, it's pretty much ready to go. Now we're gonna start putting the iron on the hood here, but I'm gonna get back in and sand it just a little bit more to get it more perfect. All right, so now that everything's sanded, we're about to use this right here and get this iron off so we can get all this crud off the hood, and hopefully it works. All right, so we have the iron off or whatever you call it, iron remover, all over the hood right now. We're just gonna let it sit for a little bit, and then after we'll pressure wash it off. And then what we have to do next is clay bar the whole hood. And then after that, we can put the compound on. But, you know, we have some time in between then. So let's just wait. All right, so right here, it said that we should rub it in with a microfiber cloth. That's what we're doing. And we're getting ready to pressure wash it off to get all this iron remover off the car. But it looks like it's working, because once it turns pink, that means it's working really well. Just trying to get it in there as best we can with this metal fiber. And yeah. All right, guys, so what we're about to do now is we're gonna go ahead and clay bar in the entire hood, this whole front section with this clay bar right here, and just get all the chemicals out of it. That's what we've seen online. That's what we have to do. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Yeah, wish us luck, I guess. All right, guys, so after doing that, the hood, I know it's wet right now, but before when it was wet, you can still feel all the grittiness. All that grittiness is all gone. I don't know if it looks any different on the camera, but it does look much better in person. All that nastiness that was all on there, that's all still on the roof, and other parts of the car, it's all going on top of the hood. So, oh no, you can see it right here. It's not that bad, that's bad right here. It's more so on the roof. You can feel it. It feels like some type of grittiness on it. That's all going on the hood. So we did a pretty decent job so far. I don't want to toot our horn too early, because we still got to buff it. That's the most important part, to make this nice and even and make it look nice and clean again. We want it to look like this, but when it's dry. That's our whole objective. So we're about to use this ultimate compound stuff right here, and obviously we got this buffer. So we're about to put it on here and just start buffing the hood. That's how everybody get it done. So let's do it. Guys, note to self, don't buy the open box one, because there's a reason why it's returned. That is broken, so I'm just doing it by hand now. Sadly, I'm gonna go back to Walmart after and get some more polish or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna do another coat. This time I'm just gonna do it by hand since I already started. It's looking much better with my hand. I was trying to do it with that one. All it's doing is vibrating, so we're gonna do it the hard way. The old school way. So, next coat, I will have the machine. All right, guys. So I've been at it for like the past hour and a half, and it's looking much better. I don't know if you guys can see that glistening all throughout the paint, but it's looking 10 times better than it used to. The whole thing is shiny. I know it's dark, so it's hard to see, but I'll show you guys also in the morning again. But just look at it. You just see it sparkling. Since the orbital thing, whatever, polisher was broken, I had to do this, and I took some of this, and I was using this with my hand and just some elbow grease, you know, It is nice and shiny. And I'm still working at it currently at this moment. I do want to go with some more polisher to finish it. But it's looking much better than it did before. I can't wait till you guys see it in the morning with the sunlight on it. I'm sure it's gonna look 10 times better. It didn't get some of these marks out right here and right there. I guess that's not what it could do. It only could make it shinier. And yeah, I should work on this a little bit more. I might do that right now, but it's looking much better. That's the moral of the story. Look at that. All right, so I got a new buffer machine from Walmart, and I got this polish right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it on there. I got a little bit of it on there already at the bottom here and right here. I want to do the whole hood, and we'll see in the morning how good it came out. Alright guys, so we're about to start these headlights right now. They're looking terrible, all crusty and whatnot, so we're about to use this restoration kit, and we're going to clean them up, make them nice and fresh again. So let's do it.
Just do like one little section at a time. And it said do not get it on the paint.
Yeah, I read that for sure.
Definitely don't. Just a little section, just right there. Anything coming out?
I think so, yeah, it looks like it.
Can I try?
Yeah.
You're blocking the camera.
Oh, you did a lot more. Oh,
Yeah, I said that.
I thought you did scrub it.
You're supposed to wipe it off a little at a time. Yeah. There you go. How's it look?
I think it looks much better. It's a world of difference.
Do the top, not the bottom. Yeah. Let's see.
Some condensation in there, but it looks great. All right, guys. So it's the next morning. It's a beautiful sunny day today, which is great. And look at those headlights. Looking great. And the hood is nice and shiny. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. I mean, I wish it was better, but just some parts that a buffer just can't fix, you know. That much sun feed now is on the hood. A buffer can't fix it, but it fixed most of it. A lot of it, actually. It did fix it. And it is very shiny. Like, you come from this side, it is much more shiny, and it looks more normal. Down here, you know, like I said, a buffer can't really fix all the blotchiness, I guess. It's just too much blotchiness. Maybe we could have sanded it a little bit more, but it looks much better. It doesn't look as drastic and as harsh. But I do believe that it worked, you know, to an extent. You know, it's only supposed to work so much. Realistically, if you want it to be perfect, I would have to go out and get another paint job or either paint it myself. And I just wasn't willing to do that, honestly. Maybe I'll do that down the line if I end up keeping it, but realistically, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing that I've seen on the road. The work that we did looks much better. I mean, definitely compared to the roof, that's what it pretty much looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. I think it did a pretty decent job of making it look nice. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna take that plastic restorer and I'm gonna get that all. It's out this grill right here. Cause I was gonna think about taking it off and painting it, but I wanna try the plastic restorer first. So I'm gonna hit the plastic restorer on here, on the grill, on that bottom trim piece. I might hit it on the running boards, the door handles, maybe the roof rack, the back bumper area right here, right there as well. And just, you know, get out a plastic restored. I want to see what that looks like. All right, so I got this plastic restorer right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it on here, and I'm hoping that it just does what it's supposed to do. I've never used this one before, but it looks pretty good. Okay, do I think it worked? Somewhat, but do I think in some areas repainting it would have been better? Yes. Like for example, this grill, I should have just repainted this, because you still kind of see the blotchiness. I thought it would kind of get that whitish and dark grayish color out, but it didn't. But down there at the bottom, that trim piece looks great. It made it nice and dark and clean looking. Around these window edges, it looks pretty decent, you know. It looks much darker than it was, you know. So I think this is just supposed to bring back the color. The door handles look pretty decent. I sprayed it on the running board. It looks much more darker, and it looks better. And the fender flaps, sprayed it all on there as well. Sprayed it back here. It actually looks pretty good. You know, the same trim pieces at the front, but just in the back, that looks pretty decent. And this top piece for the trunk, the tailgate, pretty good. And for the most part, it did a good job. You know, it made it look much better than what it did. It gives it like its color back. But I do kind of regret spraying the grill, even though it is plastic. I wish I just repainted it, and I still might go ahead and just repaint it, honestly. And also I did around the windshield area, so just so I can give that more color on this area. Yeah, and it just looks cleaner, you know. So I think this stuff does work to a certain extent, but I don't know how long it's gonna work for, because I don't know if this is a forever thing. And then this might be just like a temporary fix. I'm not quite sure, but it's supposed to be restored, you know. All right, guys, I went ahead and sprayed the iron remover on top of the roof. I'm gonna let it sit here, marinate, and on the stops right here. We'll sit here and let it marinate, let it kind of get all that contaminants off the paint, and I'll clean it off, and I'll come back with the pressure washer and pressure wash all this off, and I'll pressure wash it going back that way. All right, so I just clay barred. Well, first I pressure washed all the iron remover off the roof, then I clay barred the whole roof, and I just got done pressure washing after clay barring it, because it left like some type of residue that I wanted to get off. But yeah, I mean, wet is looking pretty good, but we'll see when it dries. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry, then we'll get back to it. All right, so my next task is I'm gonna go ahead and take this clear coat, durable top coat. I'm just gonna put it on the roof, because I can't really buff this roof out. It's just gonna be hard to do. So I'm just gonna put top coat on it. And it's only the roof, you can't really see it that well, so it is what it is. That's what I see it as. So let me go ahead and apply this. So I got the whole roof sprayed. It's looking nice and shiny. I mean, it's not dry yet, but we'll see when it dries how good it is or how bad it is. I did do along this, and actually this is actually looking much better. It's a lot more shiny. For some parts I did spray a little bit too much, but it's all right. I mean, it's a $1,000 car, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to make it look a little bit better. And I actually might have made it look worse. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I guess you guys can tell me that in the comment section, but, you know, I tried. You know, it's my first real car fix. I think the roof looks great. That was my main objective. I probably should have just focused on the roof specifically and just kept it at the roof. But, you know, those other parts that I needed some clear coat, that look real rubbed out. Like right here, it looks amazing right here. Yeah, up close it looks kind of orange pilly, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's a cheap car, cheap little beater car. You know, I can't do expensive fixes on a cheap little beater car. It wouldn't make any sense. So I think, honestly, in my own opinion, it looks a lot better than it did. Is it perfect? Heck no, but it's better. That's what I was looking for mainly. So, yeah. All right, guys, so it's all set up, ready to go. I'm about to actually go make a deal for this Honda Pilot. And yeah. All right, so we're hauling right now, guys. Everything just seems to be going pretty smoothly. I got 47 minutes left until I get there, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna keep on trucking away. All right, got 26 minutes left. We just driving through some country roads. Not bad at all. Smooth sailing. I'd much rather take this over just driving on boring highway all day. So let's get over here and check out this truck. It's like it's pulling around right now. It's a Ford truck. It's rough, but it's a truck. You know what I'm saying? So he's taking the Honda. We already got that transferred over. We just at the DMV. Now he's about to drive it up on the trailer. And yeah, strap him down and head out. All right, so he's leaving with the Honda Pilot. I'm staying with this truck. My next project right here. It loads up on the trailer nice. I might have to pull it a little bit more forward, I think. But yeah, a 2002 F250. That's my next project. I'm gonna fix this bad boy up. It needs a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but it got good bones. It runs, it drives good, it shifts good. So that's all I can really ask for out of a practically $1,000 truck, because I spent $1,000 on that one. All right, guys, so this is the truck right here. I got it off the trailer last night, and I have it parked up here in the driveway. It runs, it drives, it does everything that I needed to do currently right now, but it does need a lot of cosmetic work, as you guys can see. It's mostly just on the front end here. So my plan is to go ahead and replace this whole front end, take the hood off, fender, grill, bumper, and this side fender as well, and change the headlights out to maybe the newer style headlights, because these are just old and decrepit, and this side is halfway missing, so that's a problem as well. So you guys will see in the next video me fixing this bad boy up, pretty much bringing it back to life, and fixing it cosmetically and mechanically. Of course, there is some mechanical issues that I'm gonna have to take care of, which are actually pretty simple and easy to tackle. That's why I went ahead and grabbed it. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing, fixing this bad boy up. And as you can see, the rest of the truck is not too bad. What I plan to do with the back here is just paint it all black. It needs to be cleaned here. The doors are fine. They're not actually bad at all. I mean, yeah, sure, there's some scratches on there, and it doesn't look the best, but for the most part, they're in great shape, as you guys can see. The windshield is cracked, so I'll eventually get that changed, but luckily right now it's not on the driver's side, which is the most important side. It's on the passenger side, and it's all the way off to the left, which is not a big deal. But everything is good. Like, there's no rust on the cab corners at all on this side, literally at all. Literally, it's in good shape. The other side has a little bit of cab rust, not much, but very, very minimal for this year truck and how long it's been on the road for. The only thing I've seen is right here. And that might not even be rust. I think that's just because they dinged it up. Actually, no, it's rust, because there's some rust right here as well. But it's not bad at all. I mean, I need to get a new door panel, which is going to be easy. I can find that at a junkyard. The one up the street from me, I think they have an F250 or F350, something like that over there. So I'll go check that out in the next video. But yeah, this is what we got going on. I'm going to be fixing this bad boy up. It's an F250, a 5.4 liter V8 Triton. It has 221,000 miles on it. It runs, it drives, it shifts great. It's an old, reliable truck, you know what I mean? Used to make it real reliable. The only problem with this one is, it's a gasser, so the fuel capacity is not all that great. But it's good enough. I'll be able to use it in some kind of way or some type of fashion. All these toolboxes are good. Oh yeah, and also in this bed here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this all out and replace just the flat part of the bed. That's the only part that's rusting. So that's kind of a blessing, because usually this rusting through the boxes and stuff like that, but on this truck it's really not at all. So pretty straightforward what I got to do here. I'm gonna get it started on in the very next video, so you guys can see that first on YouTube here. But with that being said, that's gonna pretty much wrap up today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, show you guys some love, leave a comment down below on what you think about this type of content. Of course, don't forget to get in your Bible, repent of your sins. and I obviously build that relationship with God and Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, because that's the only thing in life that truly matters. All the things I do on my channel are great and all, but Jesus Christ comes first in everything you do, and put him first in everything you do in your life, and put him first before everyone in your life, what I meant to say. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I appreciate every which one of you guys for watching this far and sticking with me while I wanted to go get this truck and tow it back and trade for that Honda Pilot. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.